So we got some big news that just dropped, and I'm all excited, as you can tell. Like, this news just came in, and I am all in, because we got a new crossover announcement. Currently, we've got the sequel to the Power Rangers TMNT crossover, but the Ninja Turtles are about to cross over with someone else that we've kind of been waiting for. This is a crossover that I think a lot of people were waiting for to see happen, and it's happening. That's right. TMNT versus Street Fighter comic has been announced. We are getting a straight-up Ninja Turtles Street Fighter comic crossover, and I'm all in. I am completely 100% all in already. Now, Street Fighter hasn't really, comic-wise, if it was video game-wise, we'd be here all day, but comic-wise, Street Fighter hasn't really crossed over with anyone. It hasn't crossed over with a lot of people. The only times they've really crossed over with anyone was the G.I. Joe crossover, which I think is okay. I think it had some pacing issues, but I think it's a fun idea nonetheless. And the Darkstalker crossover, which I have not read yet. I want to read it. Chris keeps saying he's going to send it to me, so I'm just going to wait for that. So, and now this is the third crossover. I'm still waiting on... okay, honestly, there's now no excuse for a full-on Power Rangers Street Fighter crossover comic, right? Because they showed up in the Battle for the Grid game. They had that official film that was a Street Fighter Power Ranger film done by Bat in the Sun. There's no excuse now. Boom Studios and I guess IDW or Udon Comics, whoever owns the comic rights to Street Fighter, there's no excuse now to do a Power Rangers Street Fighter crossover now. Because we've done it everywhere else. There's toys, there's everything. Just go do it. Just go do it now. Because now Ninja Turtles are about to enter the ring and take on Street Fighter, the World Warriors, and yeah. So the story is that the Ninja Turtles have been brought to Atlantic City and are going to be part of a tournament in a battle between some unknown benefactor. Who, it's probably Bison and Shredder. Let's not even like mince words. It's probably Bison and Shredder, which is perfect. There's a chance it might not be Bison and Shredder, but if we're doing a crossover, you need to have Bison and Shredder either team up or fight. I want both. Either or. What I'm also hoping is that since they talk a lot about this news thing about the comic, they talked a lot about the Psycho Power. So I'm wondering, are they going to mix Mutagen with Psycho Power? I would really love to see that. I would really love to see Mutagen mixed with Psycho Power. That would be completely awesome. I would absolutely love to see that. And we also got a sneak preview of who was going to be fighting who, or one of the fights. And that is Raph and Guile. I think that's really cool of seeing Raphael and Guile throw down. That's going to be a really cool fight. They also hinted at other matchups like Chun-Li and Mikey, as well as Ryu and Leonardo, which, come on, that's the fight we all want to see, Leonardo and Ryu fight. I personally am hoping we get to see like other characters fight as well, like Ryu's master take on Splinter. Well, he's kind of dead, so I don't know if we can use him. But I would love to see, like, April take on Sakura. I would love to see Casey Jones and Bob fight. I don't know, or actually, no, I'd like to see Ken Masters take on Casey Jones. I think that'd be a fun matchup. I would love to see, like, Bebop and Rocksteady fight Vega and Balrog. That would be a perfect tag team fight of seeing Bebop and Rocksteady fight Vega and Balrog. That would be a perfect team. That would be a tag team matchup I would love to see of those two. I would love to see, like, we're probably not going to get a lot of these fights. And that was kind of the problem with, I'm going to harp on this, the G.I. Joe Street Fighter crossover, where we didn't get, you know, a lot of fights we wanted to see. We didn't get to see Ryu fight Snake Eyes. We didn't get to see all these other great matchups that we wanted to see in this weird tournament matchup. And there wasn't a lot of, like, payoff for the fight. And it kind of ended with... Wait, Bob... I apologize, by the way, because I said Bob earlier. I meant Rufus. Bob's the other fat guy from Tekken. Sorry. I was thinking of the other guy. I was thinking of the guy who is Ken's rival. The big guy who's Ken's rival. Anyway, I would... yeah. Other matchups I'd love to... like, a lot of these matchups that we're probably not going to see. This is a 5-issue miniseries, and will start, and I believe they said May. And yeah, there's a lot of fights I would love to see, but we're probably not going to get to it. I just hope we get, instead of like a tournament style fight, we actually get like matchups, and we do get to see the fights we want to see from this. You have to do like Leonardo and Ryu fighting. You know, I'm surprised that they picked Chun-Li against Mikey. I don't know if those personalities match. Excuse me. Guile and Raph I can see. Donnie, I don't like. They're putting they want to put Donnie against Ken, and I'm like, I would have put him against someone else. As for other matchups, I would love to see like Leatherhead and Sagat would be a cool fight. And yeah, I fully acknowledge that I could be totally wrong on who the villain is, but come on, guys, come on. You know, Shredder and Bison are behind this, or at the very least, it's Bison and Krang. Also, oh my God, we have to have Akuma in here and have all 4 turtles fight Akuma. We have to have the Ninja Turtles fight Akuma. There is no other way around it. That has to happen in this comic. I know I sound really excited and a little stopped up. I'm kind of feeling not too great right now, but this crossover announcement definitely perked my spirits up a bit, because yeah, it's always fun, and it looks like now that they've had to move, that Hasbro has forced IDW to move on from Transformers and G.I. Joe, it looks like the new Golden Boy, which has been kind of obvious for a while now, the new Golden Boy, or should I say the Golden Boy who's been around for a while, is Ninja Turtles. Like, and let's be real, that's their cash cow. That's IDW's real cash cow, is the Ninja Turtle comics. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm in no way saying that's in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's the thing that makes the most money. I mean, Last Ronin was one of their highest selling books and most reviewed. It's a really damn good comic. So, and yeah, the comic series is really fucking good. So of course they're going to have that as their new flagship title, and probably the one we're going to see crossover the most. Now, as for like other ninja, and yeah, I would love to see other Ninja Turtle I would love to see the Ninja Turtles meet. Well, they can't do I wanted them to do G.I. Joe so bad, but I don't think they can do that now. I would love to see. Well, we've got shit. Every time I think of one, I'm like, why didn't you do that sooner? Because you can't do. Because I think the comic rights are officially gone for Transformers and G.I. Joe. So yeah, unless you want to do TMNT My Little Pony, no one would judge you. Although we could do TMNT Terminator. It's over at Dark Horse while it's still there. Go do that. Anyway, so now I'm just rambling. I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna pick this. I can't wait to pick this up and read it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, because yeah, I think some of us were like, could this really happen? Because there was the toy line for Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter. There was a little toy line that got, I think it was Target exclusive. And yeah, it was Raph and Leo against Chun-Li and Ryu. I said Leo, yeah. I'm also hoping we get Jenica in here. I would love to have Jenica, the 5th turtle, in this comic. Because I feel like, yeah, she's really cool in the main series, so I'd love to see her finally in a crossover. I know when you pick up these books, you're not really following the main book, but Paul Aller, who is writing the main book, is writing a lot of Jenica stuff. So I would like to see, and to make it a little more even, like maybe have Jenica in here in her first crossover appearance, because I wanted to see that in the Power Rangers crossover. But yeah. As for Street Fighter, still waiting on the Power Rangers crossover. Come on, give us a crossover. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this announcement for Ninja Turtles crossing over with Street Fighter? Are you guys excited for this crossover? And does that mean, now that they had a toy line, does that mean we're going to get a Stranger Things Ninja Turtles crossover? Because remember, they did do those toys. I'm just saying, like, it could happen. A Stranger Things Ninja Turtles crossover could happen. But yeah, getting back on topic. You guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this crossover? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Who do you want to see match up? Like, what fights do you want to see between TMNT and Street Fighter characters? Who do you think the villain is? Do you think it's Krang and It's gonna be Bison on the Ninja Turtle side. I mean the Street Fighter side. Excuse me. Let's just all accept that it's gonna be Bison, unless it's Sin. Now that I think about it, but yeah, what fights do you want to see? Another one I'd love to see real quick: Juri, Hanma, and Karai. I would love to see Juri, Hanma, Juri and Karai fight. That would be a perfect matchup for me. Anyway. So once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.